Hello everyone, it's me, the Tiger, and Princess Peach, and today I'm doing a video I haven't done in a long time, which is me just sitting here talking about Nintendo stuff. And today I'm talking about 5 things that I am really hoping come to Nintendo Switch in 2018. A lot of it is pretty much confirmed, and a lot of it is just me kind of going on to 7 different tangents off to Mars, talking about what my dream expectations. But here, I'm just going to talk about on and on, non-scripted, of me just talking about what I want to see from Nintendo in 2018 in regards to Nintendo Switch. 3DS is in a hole, like, I don't know where my 3DS is, probably in a hole, but, like, they're done with the 3DS now, so I think it's safe to say we can just talk about Nintendo as Nintendo Switch. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, here's the dish. We know that the Nintendo Online system is coming in 2018, and there are things that we know about it. Like, we know we're going to get some type of games out of it. My idea is I really hope they give out things like N64 titles. Now, I have played enough SNES and NES classics to save, like, a whole entire, like, year worth, okay? Like, I have talked and played throughout SNES and NES classic type games for a while. I don't really need any more, especially NES and SNES remasters for a long while. I'm fine. I need some really good N64 titles and GameCube titles on the Virtual Console that we can get when we subscribe. So apparently it's gonna be like $5 to $10. Let's say it's $5, okay? Pretty safe amount. $60 a year. $5. I hope every month we get online subscription and then a free game for the month to play, like a rental system, like Netflix almost. Like, we get to rent a game for a month or two, like maybe two games, and we get to rent. I would love to play things like the original Ocarina of Time. I'd love to play the original Super Mario 64 or Metroid Prime games. Like, I would love to play all those. So I really hope online whole thing like really fixes up itself and is really nice. Along with that, I'm going to need some really good reinventions with the OS. I'm going to need some really nice themes. I'm going to need some new colors to change everything with. I want some more profile pictures. I'm going to need to deck myself out. You know, I am a fashionista. I love me some really good designs. I'm going to need Nintendo to give me some really good themes, okay? So themes, the whole OS, we need a bunch of that stuff, okay? Just general things like the OS, the Hulu. We'll talk about that. Okay, next, we need apps. I'm talking about not apples. I'm not talking about applications. I'm talking about applications for applications. Applications. Like, I need YouTube. I need Netflix. I need that stuff. I need a Safari, like an internet searcher, browser. I need that type of stuff because the Nintendo Switch, they are kind of underutilizing how great it is as a handheld when it comes to using it as a substitute for an iPad. You could totally use this thing as an iPad supplement. Okay, so I think if I were Nintendo right now, I'd really look at the Nintendo Switch as a handheld because once you get it in everyone's house, after you get in everyone's house, you can also get in every person in that house's hands. So if you start looking at the Nintendo Switch as a handheld, there are so many families that have multiple 3DSs and DSs in their family. A brother, like 2 brothers, Christmas, get each of them a DS. A Nintendo Switch, that covers both of them if it's a home console. But if you look at the Nintendo Switch as a handheld, both of those boys, they both got their own handheld. That gives more sales to Nintendo, and it really it drums it up. And if they look at iPads, right? iPads have Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, they have internet browsers and fun games. Okay, what does the Nintendo Switch have? It has the most fun games in the market. It has Game of the Year Breath of the Wild and Game of the Year Breath of the Wild and Game of the Year Breath of the Wild. It has Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart. You can't find those games on an iPad, but the only things you can find on an iPad that you can't find on a Nintendo Switch, YouTube and Hulu and eBay and Amazon and Netflix, and I already said these things, but it needs to be, okay, I can have my Nintendo Switch I watch my YouTube on my phone a lot, right? If I had my Nintendo Switch on YouTube, I wouldn't use it on my phone. The Nintendo Switch has better volume, it has better quality, it has better, a bigger screen. I can have it, I can flip up the tabletop mode and put it on there, and it would be perfect. Can you imagine how easy it would be? It'd be so cool to have your Switch there and just put on YouTube videos and watch it while you're in bed. It'd be great. It'd be great. You can put music on. You can have things going on your phone. You can text on your phone while watching YouTube videos on your Switch. Very simple things, but people overlook it. It'd be like having an iPad, but with Nintendo Switch games on it. It'd be amazing. They could also add things like Twitter. I don't think it'd be getting like a dedicated Twitter, but I don't see why not. It wouldn't get Snapchat, but that's one of the only things that the iPad would have over it. But put Facebook on it. Put Twitter on it. I know you can tweet things from your Nintendo Switch. Just put in Twitter. Put Twitter, put Facebook, put Instagram, put social media outlets on there. The only thing that would be benefiting the Switch, it would just be giving more publicity to it. You know, you'd be able to share things instantly with Instagram and Facebook too. So add those type of apps. I need applications on it because this thing could easily, you're missing out on a chance to make this thing like an iPad where I would use this thing 24/7, not just for video games. This could definitely be a multimedia device. Now, I also, you know, we talked about themes and online and applications. Let's talk about my dream games for 2018. Now, we know Zelda and Mario were the big games of 2017. Were the big games of 2018? Samus, you know, I'm not really knowing. I don't think Metroid is coming in 2018 whatsoever. I really think it's coming out in 2019. So I'm going to kind of outlook Metroid. Then I'm looking at Pokemon, who said it's going to be coming out in 2018 or later. Is it coming out in 2018? I would think so, because they're very fast operating. And if you look at Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they did not spend much time in it at all. It's basically just DLC. It's like, it wasn't a whole year of working on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And there are reports that they had a different team working on it anyways. So, they've been working on it since 2016. They work very quickly. Black and White 2 came out in 2012. And then X and Y came out on the 3DS, a different system, the year after. I think it's potentially possible that we would be seeing a Pokemon game coming out to the Switch in 2018, November, December-ish. I think it's very possible. So you have Pokemon being the biggest game, and then Animal Crossing. I really hope Animal Crossing is coming out, because Animal Crossing and Pokemon are my two favorite franchises, and nothing beats them. I love them so much. I mean, Mario, Zelda, and Splatoon fill in that top 5, but Animal Crossing and Pokemon are really, really up there for me. I know they're up there for a lot of people. Have Pokemon on the shelves for 2018, and the Switch will no longer be on shelves because they will sell out like hotcakes. Pokemon is what sells consoles, and it will. If it was hard enough to find a Switch, and if the Switch was already sold out, it's going to be so sold out when Pokemon comes to it. So, I'm looking at Pokemon. I'm looking at Animal Crossing. So those are my. I'm just talking about hopes. I'm not gonna do a top 5 because there's so many hopes that I'm gonna get lost in the top 5. So I'm just gonna keep going with what my hopes are. So we have Pokemon and Animal Crossing as the big games of 2018 is what I predict and hope. But it's we have not heard anything about Animal Crossing. So we can't be sure it's coming out in 2018. So I'm not sure, but Mario Odyssey came out right after, a little bit after Mario Run. Pokemon Sun and Moon came out a little bit after Pokemon Go. Fire Emblem Warriors came out a little bit after Fire Emblem Heroes. Usually when every time an app has came out, a mainline game has come out on the Switch after, or 3DS after. So I'm expecting it soon, but it could potentially not come out in 2018, which my other hopes would be Bayonetta 3. Platinum Games has been teasing this game for a while, and I'm really hoping for it. Bayonetta is a queen. I have the amiibo over there. I love her to death. Bayonetta is such a bad girl, and I love her so much. She's great. I love Bayonetta, and she would be amazing on the Switch. I mean, come on now. We need to see her in that high-quality greatness. She is amazing. Then we also really need to see... We have to see what Retro Games is cooking up. Like, where is the Donkey Kong game? We need some details from them. And then, okay, we have a lot of other oddball games. But we have a lot of games that are confirmed for the Nintendo Switch in 2018. We have Kirby, we have Fire Emblem, and we have Yoshi. Those 3 games are games that I'm excited for, but they're not Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Zelda, Mario area. They're tier 2 for me. They're tier 2. But I love Fire Emblem would be the one I'm most excited for. I love Fire Emblem's characters. It's a franchise that's really growing in my heart, and I know a lot of you, Fire Emblem's really growing on you too. So I'm really, really loving Fire Emblem, and I really like I would like that in summer to summer fallish, and then Pokemon be the big. I think Pokemon's coming holiday 2018. I really think Pokemon's coming in 2018. But if not, I don't know. People like Nintendo really wants 2018 to be a big follow-up year for 2017, and having Kirby, Yoshi, and Fire Emblem is a great start. But I don't think that's I think that is a fall from 2017 for sure. I think they're the same level as ARMS and Splatoon 2, those games. We need a big title, and that big title would be Mario. I'm sorry, not Mario. It would be that big title would be Pokemon. A big title to be 2018 would be Pokemon. It would be Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is massive in Japan, and so many people love it. Look how the Animal Crossing is doing on the App Store. People love Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing would be huge, and Pokemon would be huge. Other titles, I think everyone has been crying over Smash. I don't need Smash. You know, I love Smash, but I feel like I don't need it right now. If it got announced, I'd be so happy. But I'd rather them wait till 2019, 2020 for a new Smash Bros. Rather than like a Smash port. But 2018 is 4 years after Smash 4. 4 years after Smash 4 for the Wii U. It could be Smash 5. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think it could be. It's been 4 years. They had DLC for about, like, not too, like, I don't know. I think Smash 5 would be great for 2018. Smash and Pokemon, there you go. Animal Crossing come out in 2019. Please, Animal Crossing. Please, Animal Crossing come out in 2018 to save my life. Like, I would be so happy with Animal Crossing in 2018. But if it isn't coming, they need another big, like, Pokemon. Like, they need another Pokemon big title. It's not going to be as big as Pokemon, but they need a big title. The only ones I can think of is Metroid, which isn't coming next year. I don't think it's coming at all. The other big title would be Animal Crossing, Smash Bros., a new Mario game, which isn't going to come. They just released Odyssey, a new Zelda game. That's not coming. They just released Zelda. A new Mario Kart game, but they just released Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. There really isn't many other big franchises to really tackle that. I mean, they have Pikmin 4, too, which I think they could really get away with having tier 2 games all throughout the year. I think they could have Kirby, like, March. They could have Yoshi in, like, late April, May. Fire Emblem in the summer, which doesn't really give me summer game vibes, though. Maybe like a Mario Maker or Pikmin in the summer. Yeah, Pikmin. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, we're laying it out. We're laying it out for Nintendo. So, Mario came out in October. We got Xenoblade for December. We had like Skyrim. We're also gonna get lots of third-party. Well, I'll talk about that later. But third-party games will fill in the holes too. But let's just say Kirby comes out. It says spring 2018, which I kind of think is like, I expected it like February. So let's just say it comes out in March. Kirby comes out in March. Yoshi comes out May. Pikmin 4 comes out July. They usually release a big game on E3, so maybe like E3-ish. And then I see Fire Emblem September, October, and then Pokemon November. They need to have one big blockbuster game for November, October next year. They need it. They need it because they prove they have big, massive games. Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and then also Xenoblade and Splatoon. They have great big titles. They need to prove it one more year to really sell people that Nintendo Switch is a console that's here to stay. Because I think they've already proved it way more than the Wii U proved it. But they need to show that this console will be supported and will be massive throughout its whole life cycle. So I think 2018 needs to be a big year for Switch. I think 2017 was the best year they could have ever had for the Nintendo Switch. I think everything went perfect. I mean, yes, there could have been some bumps in the road somewhere, but for the most part, we got a big game every single month, and we got good big games too. It wasn't like oh, it's a AAA title, but it's bad. No, every game felt good, and it was a big title every single month. 2017 was perfect for the Nintendo Switch. There's nothing I probably would have changed. I mean, maybe, but like, yeah, I think the Zelda launch was perfect. I think Mario in winter was amazing. I think everything about the Switch's first year is fantastic. But they need a big 2018. They need a big follow-up year. And I think that big year is going to consist of Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Pikmin, Kirby, Yoshi, Donkey Kong. I didn't mention Donkey Kong, but I think Donkey Kong is coming. Something from Retro Games is coming. But, like, what else is there? There's no other big titles unless Metroid. If Metroid comes out in 2018, call me like never let me buy lottery, get like lotto tickets. Never let me pick numbers for you. Never let me do anything because I am so unlucky and so bad predicting things. But I really think Metroid is the big game of 2019. I think Pokemon's the big game of 2018. I think Pokemon, and then a bunch of smaller tier 2 titles. And like, Fire Emblem's big, but it's not like massive, right? Same thing with Kirby and Yoshi. They're big, but they're not massive. So, Animal Crossing. But I don't know. I feel like Animal Crossing is 2019 too, because I feel like we would have heard something or big rumors by now. But my hopes for 2018, game-wise, I want Animal Crossing really badly. But if not, we will have Pokemon, I think. And, you know, there's spin-offs, too. There's Mario Sports games. There's Mario Party, which I need. Mario Party on Switch with the Joy-Cons and everything is going to be perfect. So there are other things, and we're going to get Splatoon updates, ARMS updates, hopefully Mario Odyssey DLC. That's another thing I'm really hoping for. So, and then we also have third-party support, which I think GTA 5 is coming. I do. I think after LA Noire, I think if LA Noire is received well and sells pretty decently, I think GTA is coming to the Switch. I think GTA 5 is coming. GTA Online is still huge. GTA is still one of the biggest games right now. So I think GTA is coming. Overwatch would be great. I don't really know what else. Just hopefully big third-party titles come to it next year. Dragon Ball Z, the Fighters game would be great. I don't know. Third party, I don't really buy many. Is it bad? That really makes me sound like a super fanboy, like Super Nintendo fanboy, where the only games I get are Nintendo games. But there aren't many third-party games that I get. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, could you imagine? When is that game coming out? When is Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out? And when is Kingdom Hearts coming? Because those games have been teased for like decades now, it feels like. But if any of those come to Switch, game over. I feel like that'd be fantastic for the Switch. It'd be amazing. But what other big titles? I don't know. Maybe a Zelda remaster. There's been... I've yet to read up on it. But I'm going to read up on it after this video. But there's been Zelda rumors. Maybe they're already working on Breath of the Wild 2. I don't think so. I don't think that's the right move right now. Because Breath of the Wild is such a huge experience. I feel like if they made another one, like, it took them so long to make Breath of the Wild because it was so perfect. Honestly, Breath of the Wild is quickly becoming my favorite game of all time. I don't know about you guys, but Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite game of all time. The more I play it, the more I fall in love with it, and it's very hard for a game to do that for me after so many hours of playing it. But I think Breath of the Wild 2 this soon would be a mistake. But there's a lot of people saying Breath of the Wild 2 is going to happen. Is it going to happen down the road? Yeah, I think so, but not now. Not now. Odyssey might happen. Odyssey 2 might happen because Galaxy 2 happened a year after Galaxy. I think 2019 we could see Mario Odyssey 2, honestly. I want 3D World 2. I want 3D World 2. Don't yell at me. Don't throw your stones. 3D World is one of my favorite Mario games of all time. I would give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's almost as good as Mario Odyssey. I think it's almost as good as Galaxy and 64. I think it's one of the smartest platformers and most unique. Every level of that game is perfect and unique and amazing. Give me another 3D World in 2018, 2019, I'd be in heaven. I do think a Wind Waker HD remaster would end my life in the best way possible. I would be so happy. I would get heart palpitations. I need to finish Wind Waker. I have not finished Wind Waker, but I love Wind Waker. Okay, I love Wind Waker. I literally was playing Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I'm like over halfway done with both of them. And I didn't finish them in time for Breath of the Wild. I was trying to finish both of them by Breath of the Wild. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. There's so many HD remasters they could do. They did so quickly for Wii U and 3DS era. I could see them coming up with another HD remaster in 2018. Why not? Okay. When I say there needs to be a big game, I think they'd be fine with this Fire Emblem, Donkey Kong, Bayonetta, Pikmin 4, Kirby, Yoshi, maybe a Zelda remaster or something thrown in, a Mario Maker port. Like, those are big enough titles. They've had years of Wii U and Wii where it was like, the big title was Splatoon and Mario Maker for 2015. Massive titles, but compared to Zelda and Mario Odyssey, they're not tier 1 titles, right? But 2015 was a great year for my Wii U. I love 2015. Mario Maker and Splatoon were some of my favorite games of all time. So just because I say a game isn't tier 1 massive Nintendo doesn't mean they're not as good, because there are a ton of tier 2 Nintendo games that I enjoy more than tier 1 games of Nintendo or other providers of video games. Like Mario Maker, I think it's tier 1. I feel like I'd make it like a tier 1 Nintendo game where it's like one of the biggest titles. Give me Mario Maker for the Nintendo Switch in 2018. Call it quits. I'm good. Don't even have to give me Pokemon. Like, no, please give me Pokemon. I love Pokemon so much. My thing with Pokemon, and the reason why I'm not super hyped about Pokemon right now, is because I want it to be perfect, and I don't want it to be rushed. Animal Crossing, they haven't released Animal Crossing games since New Leaf, which was like, almost like, closer to a decade ago than it is anything else. Like, it was like, what, 2013 or 2012? It's gonna be 5, 6 years ago. I thought for sure it was coming on the Wii U. They have the designs made for Wii U with Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I feel like they have the things to make it. Animal Crossing is the game where, like, I need it 2018. Pokemon is my #1 franchise. This channel was a Pokemon channel. It could still be a Pokemon channel. I don't know what this channel is, okay? All I know is Nico Mia is a superstar. But Pokemon could come out in 2018 and I would die. Pokemon is my #1 franchise by far. I love Animal Crossing, Mario, Zelda so much. But like, Pokemon's up here. I value Pokemon more than anything. But the reason why I'm not gung-ho about Pokemon 2018 is because I want it to be something special. And I like X and Y, and no, I'm sorry, I love X and Y. X and Y is one of my favorite games of Pokemon ever. I like Sun and Moon a lot, but I feel like there are things that I would change for the better. And I think Pokemon really needs to bring their best Pokemon game with this next game for Switch. And it's bringing Pokemon to a home console. It's never been a home console. Bringing DS to 3DS was a massive change. It went 3D, all that, great. But bringing it from a handheld to a home console changes everything. So I really need to be a perfect experience. So that's why I'm kind of like not super hyped about Pokemon for 2018, is because I want it to be perfect. But the second they announce a Pokemon Direct and announce a game for 2018 is the second that I skip school for a week and stay home and cry because I'm going to be that excited. But Animal Crossing is a game where, like, if it gets announced for 2018, I'm going to be like, it's quality, it's going to be great, you know? Whereas Pokemon, I'm like, I need it to have time to be made. But I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it coming out soon. But with that said, what else would I want? Again, Mario Maker would be fantastic. Give me Mario Maker and Animal Crossing next year. Don't even have to release a single game. Save the rest for 2019. I'd be fine. Mario Maker can last me for decades. Especially on the Switch. It'd be so perfect using like your finger and like making it with a handheld mode. Perfect. Animal Crossing, the same way as the game. Those are 2 games I would revisit every day. It's like Splatoon, Mario Maker, and Animal Crossing are games I would revisit every single day. So I would be fine for a while with just those games. So give me Mario Maker. Mario Maker is honestly my favorite game on Wii U. Maybe. 3D World's up there, and Splatoon up there, and Smash is up there. But definitely up there, okay? Mario Maker is top 3. Maybe top 2. Maybe #1. I don't know. What I'm saying is I love Mario Maker, and I thought it was a fantastic idea. And it's definitely something that will come to Switch eventually because it's such a perfect idea. And if it came to 3DS, it's coming to Switch. So, we're having a Direct next month. Allegedly, it's like 99% confirmed. We are like a month away from a Direct where we could potentially see Mario Maker, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Zelda. Who knows? You know, it's been a year since the last Zelda. They cranked out those HD remasters, so who knows? We might be getting a HD remaster, which I'd be here for. Fire Emblem, Bayonetta, Pikmin, Donkey Kong, Luigi's Mansion. Anyone? Raise my hand. I'd be here for that. Luigi's Mansion in October. Ooh. See, that's the thing. There's so many mid-tier titles, like medium-sized big games, that they released their 2 biggest games of the system in the same 7 months. It kind of makes things very confusing, because you can be like, 2016 is hyping up the Nintendo Switch. 2017, the launch of the Nintendo Switch. Breath of the Wild is the main flagship game for 2017. I forget what 2017. Sorry, I always forget what year we're in. 2018, Mario Odyssey, the biggest game of 2018 for Switch. 2019, Pokemon. 2020, Metroid. You could do it like that, but the way they had Mario and Zelda in the same year really changes things up and really makes things crazy in a good way. Because my thing is, if you have a good idea and you have a good theory going and you have talent to back it up, release it as soon as you can with it being quality. Because the sooner you release it, the sooner you can start thinking of your next masterpiece. That's my word of advice for today. Because there's been so many times where I thought of a great idea, but I saved it for later, and then I never got to it, or I finally uploaded it like a month later, and someone beat me to the punch. Or it wasn't to the time. It wasn't as good as it could have been. So whenever you have a really good idea, act on it ASAP. Because if you hold it for later, someone could beat you to the punch. My word of advice for today. But no one made it to the end of this video. If you made it to the end of this video, type in Princess Peach's blonde hair. Because literally, comment down Princess Peach's blonde hair. I want to see if anyone made it to the end, because I wouldn't have. No, I would have. I love discussions like this. Long discussions videos are my favorite videos ever. The No Does It, Glitch Please, or whatever, that's their podcast. Nintendo Voice channel. I love the Nintendo Voice chat. Love them. I love long videos of people talking about video games. Especially about Nintendo. Game Explain, when they talk about it for an hour. I literally just sit there and watch. I sit there and watch and listen. But what I'm trying to say, so many games that could be released in 2017, what year are we in? Or in 2018 next year. In 2018, there's so many medium-sized Nintendo titles that will come out that I feel like they could just have a whole year of, you know, Kirby, Fire Emblem, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Bayonetta, Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 4. They could have a whole year of that and it'd be great. But their flagship games for next year, the options are, Mario Maker already came out, so, like, I don't know, like, it came out a few years ago, so, Smash, Animal Crossing, Pokemon. Release one of those 3 games, and it's going to be a good year, because then we have Yoshi, Fire Emblem, Kirby to back it up. It's just so strange to talk about 2018, because 2017 was such a great year for Nintendo. I have not lived through a better year for Nintendo. I think this is probably the best year Nintendo has ever had. This is a renaissance for them. This is literally the rebirth of Nintendo. And not only did they have a fantastic launch for a system, but 2 of their best games of all time, if not the best game of all time. I'm looking at you, Breath of the Wild. But it's just, it's crazy to think about. It is. It's crazy because this year is so great, you don't know if you should lower your expectations for next year or keep those expectations. And I think Nintendo wants us to have high expectations. I think they want us to keep on hoping for the best. And I think next year we're going to get Pokemon. I think next year we're going to get Smash. I think next year we're going to get Animal Crossing. I think next year we're going to get Kirby, Yoshi, Fire Emblem, Pikmin 4. But that's so much, it feels like. It feels like that's so much. You don't want to, like, oversaturate either, but, like, at the same time, you don't want to purposely delay games just to fill in holes either. So I don't know. But all I know is I'm excited for next year, because I think next year, for me, I love little Nintendo games. I love the Kirbys. I love the Yoshis. I love the Fire Emblems. I love the Donkey Kongs. I love the Animal Crossings. I love the Pikmins. Give me small games like that, and I'm, like, set. So, I don't know. small games is a weird way to put it too, because those are big, amazing games. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like, massive Nintendo titles. Zelda, Pokemon, Nintendo are the main three. And then down there, but the main trinity is Pokemon, Zelda, Mario. Underneath it is Animal Crossing, Metroid, Smash, Mario Kart. And then below that is Splatoon, Kirby, Fire Emblem. And below that is like the Yoshi and Pikmin 4 will be above that. Yoshi and Luigi's Mansion. I don't know, maybe Luigi's Mansion before that. I feel like if you had to rate it though, I feel like Yoshi would be like the bottom, and then you go up to like Luigi's Mansion, then you go up to like Kirby, and then you go up to like Fire Emblem, and then you go up to Animal Crossing, then you get to Smash, then you get to Zelda, then you get to Mario, then you get to Pokemon. Like, it would be like that. And you throw more things in there. I feel like that's how I'd rank it in terms of how big Nintendo franchises are. Pokemon's the biggest. Mario's huge, but Pokemon is the biggest video game franchise in the world. And I don't think there's denying that. So, thanks for watching. Sorry for this super long video. It's going to take forever to upload, literally light years. So, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, congrats. I hope you are excited for 2018, because I'm super excited for Nintendo Switch in 2018. Subscribe for more Nintendo discussion. If you like these type of discussions, please tell me, because I love making them, and I love watching them. I probably can't watch myself for 30 minutes, because I feel like that'd be weird. But, like, for other people, I love watching long 30-minute discussion type videos. So, if you liked it, tell me. See you later. Goodbye.